Well, good morning to my friend, teacher, judges who is going to judge this debate competition. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Ramesh sir for giving me this opportunity to stand in front of you all in this big platform and to get opportunity to participate in this debate competition. First of all, in this debate competition, we got two types of topic. That name is single language is better than multiple language. It is in favor or there is multiple language is better than single language. So I am going to start my topic from multiple language is better than single language. Before starting my topic, I would like to introduce what does language means. Language means representation of signs, symbols. We can represent language not only by spoken, we can represent it by different means, by body positions or movement of different kind of our body parts. First of all, I would like to introduce what multiple language means. More than two types of language that shows our culture, tradition or the way we are. It also identifies or shows our behavior, what kind of person we were. Multiple language, it is also a thinking that before changing the world, we should have to change ourselves. So I am thinking that multiple language is better than single language. Why I have chosen this topic? There is a reason behind it. Suppose we all are the student of grade 10F. We might all were doctor, engineer, something in one field. Then there will be medical facilities. But what about the other facilities? If it is just an example, if we use a single types of languages in the world, what will about the other languages? People will communicate easily, but they feel bored while talking to each other. They might understand each other feeling, but they might not feel interest while talking to each other. Due to that, I think multiple language is better than single languages, so I chose this topic. Multiple languages, if there will be lack of multiple languages, the countries like Nepal, they do not get name or fame in the world. We know that Nepal is rich in different types of castes, religious as well as in different sector. But we all are the student, and if we will become specific in any only one field, then there will be a scarcity of other manpower, skilled manpower. There were many advantages of multiple languages. First advantage, it attracts tourists towards country. It also helps in economic growth of the countries, and that uplifts our standard, living standard of the peoples, and makes our life better the way we were living previously. Multiple languages also helps us to know or new different types of ideas, view that people will not get from a single type of language. It uplifts our knowledge, skills, ideas, views, that from that only we will feel interest while watching any types of movies or any types of knowledgeable education. If there will be a single subject in our school, such as only English is presented here, then we might will not get knowledge about math, science, etc. So in my view, I think that multiple language is better than single language.
Speech in front of you. So friends, my topic is against the motion. Using multiple language is better than a single language. Friends, let's start my is using a single language is better than a multiple language. But in my view, using a multiple language is better than a single language, because just you think, you are a student, you are the future of nation. Just you think, what if in front of you three people were come and you are from Nepal, they are from foreign, what did you think? If you don't know how to speak multiple language, how can you consult with them? They will come to do with meeting, or you will go at there. What you will do? Nothing. That's why you should speak multiple language. Multiple language is very important for future. This is time for generation. This is new modern generation. So we should speak only speak multiple language. In Nepal, in world, multiple language is too much important. Single language is nothing. Single language in Nepal in Nepal, suppose in Nepal single language where if ruled in single language in Nepal, in India and Bangladesh. Suppose in Nepal we are speaking single language is Nepali. In India we are speaking Hindi. But in Nepal, if you are Nepalese people, you will go in India and they don't know how to speak Nepali. In front of them, you are speaking what? In Nepali. My name is Deepak. Nothing. You cannot do anything else. You cannot do anything else in front of that Indian peoples. You can only speak. I want to use some Nepali words here. मेरो नाम दीपक हो, that they can understand. So multiple language is too much important. How you can know? We know all English language is spoken all about the world. You can speak this one also. Hindi we should know. This is your lesson for modern. So you can speak all those languages. I want to provide some examples of multiple language. You can go at zoo. In zoo you can see that there is only ostrich. How? We not feel good by seeing our eyes. Our eyes want to see only attractive. So in my view, I want to use multiple language. So in zoo you can see there is ostrich, tiger. By seeing that you can, oh wow, what a wonderful thing is here. So in my view, I want to tell you all, please use a multiple language. By saying this much, if I have done something wrong, please forgive me by thinking your friends as well as your students, please.
Respected teachers and my well dear and near friends, a very warm good morning to all of you. Myself Rohit Yadav from class 10. I belong to the student of Sri Mayasthan Vidyapit Madhyamik Vidyalaya Birgaj Parsa, Nepal. Today I am presenting here to give a debate on the topic that single languages is better than the multiple languages. But before starting of my topic, I would like to give a special thank to Mr. Ramesh Kushwaha sir, who has given me a golden opportunity to express my opinions on the burning issue. The fewer the language, the easier the life will be. As you know that, my dear and near friends, every year several languages die out. But some of the people think that the life will be easier if there were fewer languages in this world. I support this view. According to my point of view, respected teachers, people can communicate with each other without any problems if there are single language in this world. And also, if everyone speaks the same language, then there will be the clear understanding between not only countries but also people throughout the world. And not this much only, my dear and near friends, economic growth is also possible by using the single language, at it interprets or minimizing cost of the interpretation of translation, communication, interpretation, etc. As we don't need any interpreters in our international conferences, business, workshops and seminars. And if a language is intelligible for all these, then the member of security forces can easily investigate and understand national and international plans. It may helping in international and intercultural security problems too. So, to conclude, I strongly claim that using of a single language is far better than the multiple languages, as a lingua franca can strengthen our fraternity, integrity, global understanding, in addition to helping international business and economy. Not only this much, my friends, as single languages also unites the people as a global citizens. So from this point of view, as we can conclude different points, that single languages is far better than the multiple languages. So as saying this much, now I am going to stop my speech, and I also want to say that if I had committed any mistake, then please forgive me, and thank you for listening me by wasting your precious time. Thank you, that's all very much.
Good morning to you, respected teacher and all the friends. Well, I am speaking here, Ankita Moth, on the topic of multiple language is better than single language. And I really thanks to my English teacher who is giving me a good opportunity to express my opinion in front of you all. And now I am going to start my topic. As you know, every year several languages die out. With their death, the knowledge inherent there dies too. The previous speaker who support the single language, I really disagree with their statement because of some reason. Among them, I am putting few reasons in front of you all. The language influence our thought, and our thought influence our influence our thought. The language influence our thought, and our thought influence.
A warm good morning to all my near and dear friends. Today I am very happy to stand in front of you by getting a chance to express my debate on the topic of single language is better than multiple language, and huge respect and thanks to Mr. Ramesh Kushwaha sir who had given me this golden opportunity to express my view in front of you. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. It's me, Ankit Kumar Shah from class 10F. At first, single language means the process of communication between any two people by expressing their ideas, views and communication. A single language means communicating in a single global language in all over the world. As you know friends, it is the era of science and technology where many technology has been developed, and internet is one of them, through which we can communicate in any corner of the world and communicate with our friends, with national or international friends in any language. But if there is a single language, we can understand each other's view very easily and very easily. It also helps to unite the all global citizens in a single global village. It also increases the fraternity among the people. Single language helps to flow the ideas, view, communication, attitude and behavior among one another. There is a proverb, if there is a favor language, the life will be easier of the people. But some people say that religions and culture will be discarded if there will be a single language. But I don't think so, because people are still celebrating their religious and culture in other countries like America and Australia. They are still celebrating their own festival and culture. So I want to say that it does not discard culture and tradition in any way. Yesterday one of my classmates had said that there will be no any interest between the people if there will be a single language. But I want to say that people are not communicating with each other to get the interest. They are communicating with each other to share their ideas and view. So I don't think so. People are communicating with each other to get the interest. So there is no any chance of getting interest in communication. In other way, single language also helps in business deal. If there will be a single language in the world, people can deal any business in around any country of the world. Trade will be easier and economic condition will improve. Like for example, in our country, due to differ in language, we people of Tarai region, when we go to the mountainous region, there will be Nepali, and some people don't know how to speak Nepali. If they go into some hospital for their health checkup, they don't know how to speak Nepali and they start speaking Bhojpuri. Then no one can understand their language and there will be misunderstanding between the people, and also increase the chance of getting disputes and quarrels. So I want to say that if there will be a single language in all over the world, there will be no any chance of discount, there will be no any chance of quarrel and disputes. If there will be a single language in this world, if we go to any other country, we feel that it is our own country because of having the same language and culture. It also helps in criminal investigation, like other terrorists and criminal finding. If there will be a single language, security force can easily catch the criminal of the world by getting their plan and strategy in a time. So at last I want to say that single language will be implemented in all over the world. By saying this much, I want to end my word here. Thank you.
Well, my loving friends and the respected teacher too. Today, first of all, I want to express cool good morning in front of you all. Anyway, today I am very glad to get a golden opportunity by our RK sir for representing my ideas and views that the single language is far better than the multiple language. But before that, I want to be familiar to you all. So, me Anand Kumar Shah from Pipradi, Devtalur municipality. If I make any mistake, please don't mind. So, language means the communication, interaction and the way of presenting our ideas, views in between the people. But the single language means only one language used by all the people in whole the world. As we know that various kinds of modern technology has been developed and it has created a global village. And if a multiple language is used by all the people living in different caste, culture and the tradition, then surely there will be difficult to understand one and another's feelings, ideas and view. Another way, single language directly or indirectly helps in business. We know that business is directly proportional to the employment, language and the communication. If the employment use their own language, then surely it will create a problem and the development of business will not be. Single language is only the language which helps to make or promote the strong and good relationship among the people as well as among the country, as it does not determine whether the people are belonging from higher caste or the lower caste. It acts as equal to all the people and the countries. Single language is only the language which helps to improve the economic growth of a country, as it minimizes the cost of communication, translation and interaction. If we are using the single language, then we can understand easily the plan and the policy of the criminals, and surely we can catch out him. But multiple language is the language which creates various kinds of discrimination among the people, that there is no chance in the single language. It acts as an equal, that every people are equal. So thanks for listening me.
It's me Preeti Mandal from class 10. I used to read in Sri Mai Stan Vidyapit school. Today I want to thanks to Ramesh Kushwaha sir to give opportunity to express my view in front of you all. Today I against the motion using a single language is better than the multiple language. As we know that and culture helps to increase our tourist industry also, and tourist industry helps to increase our national economics also, which many helps in our development of our culture, our country. I am disagreed that previous has said that single language is better than the multiple language. We know that today many technology are progressed, which helps to change in from different language to in different language. Then why we should? I want to ask to previous speaker that why we should use only single language. We can use all language because different technology can change our language. I want to stop my view from here. Thank you.
Have a better progress in the way of world and the journey, and it make us to communicate easily all over the world. So that's why a language is also important. A language is also important and playing a great role to communicate each other from any sides of world or any corner of the world. But it's many languages make a very difficult or hesitate to communicate. But we accepting a global language that make us very better to understanding or sharing our views, idea to all over the world, and also it's helping in economic growth. We can easily be doing business or services with all over the world, and we can easily visit or traveling in all the over world. And before my friends Ruchi told there or different culture die out, but according to me it's only fact or effect on language but not a culture, because language we can use any language. That suppose I am a Christian and I live in Nepal, it's not necessary to speaking English and worship in English to God, because we can also God not tolding to use only one our English language, then you are a Christian. You can use only any language to be a Christian. So we can using English language. English language is most better and most useful as a lingua franca language, which is famous or popular in the world. Anybody can speak, but we can use a global language one that make us very easy to communicate and not need to any person. It's like a mother tongue we can speaking any person speaking without educated or educated, it's not any difficulty to speak and to speak. And just I am studying, just I am stop my view, and thank you all of you.
Everyone, it's me Ruchi Giri from class 10A, and I am here to represent my views on the topic using multiple languages is much better than a single language. As we know that every year various languages die due to using single language. In such case, if we start to use single language, what will happen about the other languages? The other languages will be lost, their cultures will be lost. We cannot transfer our cultures, languages from one generation to another generation. For an example, if we see in a garden, if we have a garden having same flowers, it looks dull. But if a garden having different flowers look beautiful. In the same way, a country having multiple languages, people speaking multiple languages makes the country beautiful, as well as preserve our cultural identity as well as linguistic diversity. So we should communicate in multiple languages, we should support multiple languages. As my friend Sneha said that using single languages will transfer our culture. But I would like to ask her, how can a single language transfer our culture? Because all cultural things cannot be said or written in a single languages. There are different meaning, different culture, different ways of expressing it. So a single language cannot take place of multiple languages. According to scientific views or scientific reason, speaking several languages helps to improve using several languages helps to improve our memory, concentration level, as well as it helps to develop creativity skill, critical thinking, problem solving skill, and so on. So I would like to say using multiple languages is much more better than a single language. Thank you.
Morning everyone, it's me Sneha Kumari Saab from class 10 section A from Sri Mayesan Vidyapit Madhyamik Vidyalaya with English medium. I would like to thank Mr. Ramesh Kushwaha sir for giving me a golden opportunity to stand in front of you, say something, to tell something. And I want to say my topic for the motions. Using a simple language is better than a multiple language. As we know that the recent technology has made our world a global village. From any part of the people, from any corner of the people can communicate easily through the internet, which helps communications, which doesn't help communications barrier. If there are many languages, we cannot understand each other languages, and it doesn't help communicate friendships. And using a single language also minimize the cost of communications, as it doesn't help translate, interpret. So it helps also minimize the cost of communications. For students, as for the student, we doesn't need to translate one language into another language for our common understanding. We doesn't need to translate the other language as our mother language for our clear understanding. We also communicate each other, our friends, relatives, neighbors through a single language, because it helps us to communicate each other easily, and it makes good promote our culture, traditions, rituals and religions. If there is only one culture, only one language, other cultures people can understand other language easily. But if there is only one language, each and every people can understand it easily. Communications barrier. Communications helps to develop our friendships, integrity, security, and all over the world. If there is only one language, single language, as an English language, because it is an international language, In each and every people of the world, every corner of the world, we speak English language because it is an international language, and we use this language all over the world. It is as a like lingua franca, which helps to develop as it also helps to investigate and investigate the criminals' plans and policies, because if there is only a single language, we can easily understand whatever they do, whatever they write, and whatever they speak. So using a simple language is better. I conclude my views from I strongly conclude my views that single language is better than multiple language. So I stop my topic here. Thank you.
And with the person who are from another country, we stay in that first area. Not that aliens who are from the another planet. The first and American English both are combined with each other, but something is different between that British English or American English. But we all are using that. And someone is saying that single language is better than multiple language. I think in my thought, it is not in a good way to say that single language is better than the using of multiple language. In my thought, multiple language is good because we are presenting our language in the world. We are identifying to our own self in the world. Who are to present that their own language, like our mother tongue, Bhojpuri. We are talking in our home in Bhojpuri, and in our government place, we are talking in our nationality's language, like Nepali. And in our other countries, we are going to talking in English. In another type of language we can talk because we don't know. But we know that there are many types of language, and we know the idea how to talk that the person who are.
Kindly good morning to you all, respected Mr. Ramesh sir and my dear friends. Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Ramesh sir to get the golden opportunity to present my ideas, opinion and views on the issues on this platform. It's me Nehal Ansari from 10F. Today's topic is the single language is better than multiple language, but my opinion and views are against on it. It is the reality and the true, because as the world is widely developed, modern or vast day by day, either by their world technology or languages. Languages are that types of tools, equipment, instrument that is widely spoken all over the world to communicate the people each other in a single group. Key to open the box of as we on the other word we can also say that multicultural is the way to open the box of multi languages around. As for the example, in Nepal the people uses multicultural and have spoke multi languages. All around 126 languages are spoken in Nepal. There are many kinds of benefits obtained by speaking the multi languages. Like as by speaking the multi languages, it helps to improve the brain power and boost up the memory. It helps to increase the ability of a person and skills, creativity of a person, etc. It helps to grant a job opportunities in the different sector of our life. It helps to get and create a good relationship and connection in the field of business and entrepreneurship. As per in the study, it was found that the children who spoke more than one languages have higher level of intelligence than the student who spoke only one languages. In the conclude, I want to say that the people who have the multi-language, who have spoke the multi-language, have the multi-creativity and can do the multi tasks in a shortened period of time, so I can live by saying my this debate